These are the 5 habits that changed my music career. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, buckle up. I've got some great information for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe because it keeps us connected and keeps me in favor with the algorithm gods. I know life can feel a little crazy right now. I barely even know what day of the week it is anymore. And look at this quarantine here. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy. Being stuck inside can feel like a burden, or it could be a great time to get your music career together. So without further ado, here are the 5 habits that changed my music career forever. Number 1, ask a pro. I'm a big believer in learning things from other people and their experience. So no matter what you do, it's always a good idea to talk to someone who's done it before, successfully. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel here. If it worked great for someone else, there's a good chance it'll work great for you. So for instance, in my life, around 2004, 2005, I met this amazing drummer, Randy Cook. Right away, I knew this guy was legit. He really knew the business. He was an amazing musician. There was a lot to learn from this dude. So I reached out to him and I said, hey man, can I take you out to lunch? Ask you a few questions? He said yes. We went out to lunch. I asked him a bunch of questions and I learned a lot from this really great professional that has a lot of experience. I also use this trick in many other ways in my life. For example, in 2015, I got into real estate investing. And I got into this website online that's a real estate investing community called Bigger Pockets. When I was on tour that year with Smash Mouth and Sugar Ray, I think it was Gin Blossoms and Uncle Cracker. Anyway, when I was going around the whole country for 2 months, I reached out to all these different investors, and wherever I was, I would get together with them. I'd say, hey, you want to come to a show? Why don't we meet up for lunch and let me, ask you a bunch of questions. And so I learned from their experience, good or bad, I learned from all the experience. Number 2, networking. To a lot of people, networking is all about how can I meet the right people so they can do things for me, so they can get me into the right gig, so they could get me into the right session. For me, networking is not about that. Networking is about what can I do for you. For example, this video. I'm not making anything on this video, well, unless there's a million of you watching it. But anyway, I'm trying to bring value into your life. That to me is the essence of networking. Number 3, continually educating yourself. I never finished high school. But whether you finished high school or didn't, or you maybe have a doctorate in music, it doesn't matter. Education is a continuous life event. You'll learn from other people, as I mentioned earlier. You'll also learn from things that happen to you from your experiences, and you can also learn by reading or listening to books. In my case, I love reading psychology and business books. I love knowing what makes people tick, and I also love learning about how to make music a successful career. A few books that brought a lot of value to my life were Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Unmarketing, and Dealing with Difficult People, which is a topic you might remember from my first video. Have you read any great books lately? Leave a comment below and let me know because I'm always looking for new material to read. Number 4, goals. Goals are really, really important. Well, at least for me and a lot of other successful people I know. Goals give you purpose. Goals give me drive. If I didn't have goals, I would be a 300-pound broke couch potato. I like to know what my goal is for today, for this week, for this month, for this year, and even a 5-year goal and a 10-year goal. Those goals help me create a daily and weekly and monthly and yearly plan in order to get to them. In my life, for example, some of my goals are to create 200 songs a year, to get into, 10, 20 new libraries every year. I want to play with the Foo Fighters. I want to make more videos for you every week. And I want to read more books. Now, you don't have to have these exact same goals, especially the Foo Fighters, because that's mine. But find out what motivates you, what your goals are, and go for them. And the final habit, the one that really took my career to the next level, Number 5, play it a million times. In 2005, I was playing with an R&B artist. I got to rehearsal, I was unprepared, I sucked. The whole way home, I was screaming at myself in the car. I wasn't on a bus. In the car, I was yelling at myself, how dare you? Could you show up unprepared to rehearsal? You will never do that again. I was pissed. And so these days, I always run the set. It's part of my regimen. I always run the set before the show. So if I have a show day today with Enrique, with Smash Mouth, with Foo Fighters, I'll run every song that we might play today, beginning to end. And when we have a show tomorrow, I'll do the same thing. And then the show the next day, I'll do the same thing, even if I know the songs. Because when I get on stage, I want to know that I own it. No matter what happens on stage, I got this. I already played it today. I remember everything. I cannot describe to you how awful it is to be standing in front of 85,000 people and your mind's going, what are the chords of the bridge? What are the chords of the bridge? What are the chords of the bridge? And it's about to happen. Just do yourself a favor. No excuses. Get into the discipline of knowing your material by heart perfectly. Play it again and again and again. It's so enjoyable being on stage and controlling everything. No matter what happens, you got this. I really hope this video has brought a lot of value to you. I know this stuff really helped me out in my career. So if you have any questions, anything like that, please comment below. You already know what to do with the other stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. These are the 5 habits. Don't point. And don't forget to like and subscribe so it keeps us connected and it keeps me in favor with the 5 habits. Don't point to people. Don't point to people. Here are the 5. I never even hit the checking, you know? Drop out with a little hammer chin. Well, I'm not done yet.